Afternoon, everybody. 16:01 at the moment. Good afternoon. Quick attention to our reminders, guys. QT is a financial service provider, licensed 45262, and a licensed over-the-counter derivatives provider as well. And then please note that I have passed my regulatory examination, and this is part of the fit requirements as per the FASE Act. Trading support, or the trading support department, facilitates the trading room, and we are supporting clients not only through this platform, but we speak to them, as mentioned to you earlier this morning, via telephone, via email, and we're supporting them in that way as well. Your cutoff for withdrawals there, Mondays to Fridays, is 1,500 hours, and then Saturdays at 9 a.m. I hope everybody's well. I hope you had a fantastic late morning and early afternoon. It's now 16:03. Lastly, here our phrases, don't forget them. I always mention them because it's critical that everybody knows these phases as they are trading. They will never go out of fashion, if I can put it like that. They'll always trend because the market moves in a bullish or a bearish trend. And when they do, they are having accumulation phases, they're having breakout phases and movement phases. All right. So it's been a very, very interesting, hope everybody can see me. It's been a very interesting morning. We've seen the dollar increase in strength. But remember, what's going to be very key for you is to know that it has not pushed over our 111 area. And when I say it has not pushed over there, I'm saying that it has not closed above. Remember, this morning we spoke about the bodies that need to be closing above. I will quickly share that screen with you so you have it and you can see what I mean by that. Give me 1 sec. I am sharing my screen. Can everybody see the DXY here now? Can you see there? So we are currently trading at 111. But what's very important about this dollar here is that we mentioned we would like price to close above this zone here. Once it does that, then we have a better indication of what could possibly happen with the NFP. All right, if we do get a stronger dollar closing above 111, all right, there's a very big chance we could get a stronger dollar with price then pushing up further, above the 112 area. At this point in time, it's only 4 minutes after 4. Therefore, price is still moving. Anything can happen at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. tonight. All right, price can stop right there and then reject and come back down again. So please do not get carried away with getting into any trades that is going to push or that you expect to push up all the way, because we are not dealing with this zone over here. We are just dealing with this area over here. That's it. I'll say it again. All right, if it's temporal strength in the dollar, great. Like we're seeing with that GBP USD, we're going to go look at the dollar pairs. All right, we're seeing some temporal strength there. Obviously, we would like the strength to last, but we need a body to start closing above the zone as mentioned this morning. All right, let's go and check out some of those trades, or at least those securities that we were checking out this morning, to see if there's any change in our indices, change in our commodities. There are obviously still some guys that are joining, so we will give them and afford them the opportunity to do so. I hope you can see my MT5 here. I'm going to switch and go straight over to the indices, guys, as we normally do, to go and see what's happening there. We have not moved much. Can you guys see, even from a 1 hour chart perspective, this is today's movement. This entire area here, that's today's movement right there. When I zoom in, I'm just switching off my calculator. This is today's movement. That's it. So there hasn't been a lot of movement. There hasn't been a lot of volatility. If you do look at it from when price opened up there to about there, it's only 200 pips that the NASDAQ has pushed. Obviously, with this being said, that there is obviously a pause. You can see it had a nice thrust up, a bit of a retracement. There's a very big chance we could stop and then push up further again. That's if the dollar weakens. We obviously got to wait for it. We got to see, we got to wait. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, there are many times when price dictates what we should do. Are we together? So at this point in time, 11.37, all right, fluctuating there is the zone. And you can see the pivot point here, ladies and gentlemen, when I do zoom in. This is the pivot point right here. You can see it. Let me just highlight it for you so you know, and so you can see. Hold on. There we go. That's the pivot point. You can see price responds there. So there's a very big chance we could come back in here. But guys, what's going to be very important is for us to keep an eye on it. All right, because of the fundamental week this week. All right, so that's the NASDAQ at this point in time. The guys that want to get away with the shorter time frames, obviously they'll be holding this. If price closes beneath 11,362, that is a signal for them to short it down. But please remember, the higher the time frame, the stronger that signal. The shorter the time frame, the weaker. So this is a 30-minute. That's a 30-minute candle. If you look at that from a 6-hour candle, you'll have to wait 6 hours for a close beneath there versus a 30-minute. So please remember, don't forget that is a principle. The shorter the time frame, the weaker the signal. But there's guys that still take pride and they still take the risk and they still take that chance in getting into the market. The higher the time frame, all right, the stronger this buy or sell signal. At this point in time, from a 1 hour perspective, you can clearly see nothing has broken beneath there. 2 hour, nothing has closed beneath there. The 3 hour, there's no body beneath, neither is the 4th. And when you go up, it's clear as daylight, all right, and as load shedding that we have not gone and broken below the 11,362 area yet. That's the NASDAQ. The S&P 500, exactly the same thing. You can see that from an hour perspective, we are pushing in the same way. There's nothing that's evident here that suggests that we're going to go all the way down here. But if you look at the daily frame, there was a push up yesterday. This seems to be the retracement. We're obviously just waiting to see how it responds. Are we together? There is a, if I can put the pivot point there, it's right. It starts there. That's where the pivot point starts over there. So we could see a retracement down to that pivot point. All right, or to that area there. This is the start from a daily perspective, guys. That's the start of the month there. So we could go back to the resistance there. Is everybody clear with what I just mentioned here with the S&P and the NASDAQ at this moment in time? Yeah, everybody clear? Let's go on to the Dow Jones and see what's happening there. DJ, the same. Absolutely, Anya. Agree with you 100% from a daily perspective. Look at that. Same story is being applied here. You see that? Same story is being applied. All right. There's nothing new here. There's nothing strange. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Today, there hasn't been much movement. You can see that was the start of the day. Can you guys see that? Of the 5th, 0.000, and we've pushed down roughly around only 325. That's the US 30. To all the guys joining us on YouTube and streaming, and for the guys that will check this session out later, hi to you, and I hope that you enjoy it and you get some value from it. So there's about 320 pips from today, the opening to today, right there where we are now. Nothing strange, nothing out of the ordinary. From a Brent perspective, guys, I'm looking at the hour frames now, all right? I'm looking at the hour frame. I'm not looking at the daily. I'm looking at what it's done today. This is today's movement. This is today's movement, all right? When you look at the detail, remember the daily time frame only looks at the one candle here. But when I switch to the hour frame, I'm looking at every hour, what has happened. Every hour, what has happened from the start of the day up until now, all right? This is the movement of Brent. You can see there's a range here, all right? And there's a rejection at that resistance there. So please, guys, just be careful here. You can see it's setting up somehow for that NFP. Is everybody clear with that? DJ on the support to reset a possible cycle. Which time frame am I referring to though? Because if you look at the daily here, all right, if you look at the daily, that support will make sense. Anya, if you put it that way, that resistance, yes. If it resets, all right, I'm looking at the daily support. There's the first cycle out of that support over there. All right, there's the first cycle. This does not count because price went down further. So at this point in time here, that's the first cycle up. Are we together? And what's going to be so important here, if it pushes down and closes beneath this area, then obviously that is not a signal for us. All right, at this point in time, we're still on cycle one. That's cycle one there from the support. That was the resistance, and there's the cycle one there. All right, everybody clear there? Got you, Anya? WTI, you can see it even from an hour frame here, guys, the same story. All of these from an hour perspective, you can see today, guys, there's nothing happening here. It is moving sideways. Is everybody clear? It is moving sideways here. You can't take the risk of going into the market, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, but if there's no clean break here, then obviously you are busy guessing. All right, there's no clean break here at this moment in time. Even if you do switch to a lower time frame here, guys, and you're trying to find the lower highs, you can clearly see that this is all higher lows here. There's a high from that resistance. There's a higher high. You can't get, all right, the higher lows here, but there's no lower highs on this side here because it keeps on going up. Even if you go to a shorter time frame, you can see it. So you can put your higher lows there, but there's no lower highs. There's no lower highs. So we haven't started the descent down yet. I'll say it again. You can put your higher lows there, but there's no lower highs here on top. Are we together? You need the lower highs. So because this has happened here, you can see that price has not started the descent yet. So what we do need is the following. We need price to start giving us lower highs. Once it gives us lower highs, then we can draw our levels, but there's nothing there yet. There's nothing there yet. And I'm on the 10-minute. If you go to the 6-minute, the same thing. If I go to the 5-minute, the same thing. If I go to the 4-minute, the same thing. You can see here, there's been no descent. So please be careful with this, guys. How you put that symmetrical triangle into perspective is through lower highs and higher lows. If there's nothing there, there's nothing there. This one over here, USD Swiss franc, the dollar has come in. You can see it even from an hour perspective. We're still dealing with the same area here as this morning. Nothing has changed here. All right, look at the hour frame. This is for today, from there to there. And you can see where it's currently resting. It's resting at that pivot point there on a 1-hour frame. I'll say it again. Price is pushed up. You can see it's at that specific pivot point. If we get a break above that zone there, the next area is there. All right, that's 44 pips away. Is everybody clear? That's on an hour frame now. That's an hour frame. If you go to, if I do switch and I put something there, look at that 99178. Can you guys see this? That's the next pivot point right there. 99178. That's the next pivot point. You can see it is valid right there. 99178. 99178. You can actually make this a little bit more specific. I've placed it on there. Look at that 99200 on that zone right there in the middle. So price can definitely push up till there and still reject it. We needed to break above that zone there. All right. We needed to break above that area there. All right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I've seen it not only with the NFP. It's when there are other big fundamentals coming out, it does the same thing. It does the same thing. It's not only with the NFP. When you see other big fundamentals like interest rate decisions and so forth, you'll normally see price behave in this way, in a very strange and odd way. All right. If we go to the USD CAD, from an hour perspective, remember, guys, I'm dealing with the hour frame. Ash, why are you dealing with the hour frame? Because you're looking at today's movement only. We have pushed, look where we are. Look at that area there. Let me put a rectangle there so you can see it right there. Look where price is. We at that area. We've pushed above that zone. We've jumped up from that area and we're here now. Look how it's hovering here. Can you guys see that? Guys, it is hovering at that zone there. So if I take a horizontal line and I place it there as an example, and I switch to a daily frame, if we get a close above there, now you can automatically see where the momentum is. That area, 1.36, 830. If we get a body that closes above there, then we can see where the momentum is. So from a higher time frame perspective, guys, please understand the following, that we see a higher area. That zone there. Can you guys see it? Let me just make sure everybody's with me here before I push on. That becomes the next zone there. All right, that becomes the next zone, 1.37. Exactly. Chuck, I mean, it's not only this week, last week, the week before that, there was a lot of fundamental releases. So, you know, the market is also trying to recover and find its way. So you're still seeing the aftermath of that. And it's not getting any better. Remember, guys, when there is global recession or there is panic globally, you'll normally find people are trying to make a lot of decisions in a short space of time. Don't you do that as well when crisis hits you? You should have been prepared as an example. So crisis hits, now you're trying to make 7 to 10 decisions that you should have done long ago. So now we're trying to cram so much in, all right, in a short space of time, and it's creating, you know, uncertainty and confusion and high emotions in the market. It's the same principle. It's the same principle. If we go to the AUD USD, we discussed this as well. And you can see here, guys, 64003 is the support. We said if it closes beneath there, we're pushing down. At this point, from an hour perspective, guys, look what it's done today. From there, can you guys see this? That was the open. Reached the high, and then it pushed down. That's only 100 pips. It's only 100 pips there. All right, so 64003 is the zone that we're looking for. If we break and close as a body with momentum down there, even this pivot point there, look at that pivot point. Look at that pivot point. Then we close and we push below. 62720. You can cut this one in half here as well. You can cut it in half from there. From there to there, you can cut this one in half. There, 50%. Sorry, guys. 63353. So you cut it in half. You don't have to wait for it to go all the way to that zone there. That's 125. You can get it out right there. 60, it's about 64 pips. It depends on your approach. It's going to differ from person to person. Is everybody clear there, guys? Let me make sure everybody's 100 there. I'll pause for about 14 seconds. I think we're tracking pretty well. I just want to make sure everybody is 100 and then we're going to push on. All right. Let's make sure everybody's 100 here. All right. Is it only Fani? Is it only Fani? Must I assume it is only Fani? It is 100%. Anya's good to go as well. All right. Only Fani and Anya. Where's the rest of the guys? All right, Banella's 100 there. Chuck, brilliant. Angel's good. All right, let's move on. NZD USD. We were here, yes, here this morning as well. 56263. 56263. Approaching it. Our perspective, Ash. Look at that. Rejection. Now look at this rejection here. Mike, look at that rejection. Let's go and track back where that rejection happened. Let's track back. Back. Let's track back. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. I'm going back. So on the hour, you can see there's just too much data. So now we got to go higher time frame to find it. Can you see that zone there? Rejection there. So we move back now. Let's go back. It's just too much data. We go higher. Every time you take too long, go back and then make it a higher time frame, 58041. So I'm tracking back again. I'm trying to find where that price was by going back. I'm seeing nothing here yet. Oh, hold on. Can you see that? 58041. Let's see if there's anything close, very close there, very close. Let's go back and see. I'm still going back. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. Very close. Price is only there once. Guys, I'm trying to show you how sometimes you have to be patient with your charts. All right, I'm not seeing anything there. Let's switch higher. Let's see if we can find it. So now I move back. Look at this. 58041. I'm moving back. And if you can't find it on the higher time frames, if you can't find it on the higher time frames, here it is right there. If you can't find it on the higher time frames, it simply means that you had to go into the shorter ones and go all the way back. So look at that zone there. That was the rejection. 58041. 58041. Can you see it there? So that was the low. That was the low. 2009. Ash, is it possible? Yes, it's definitely possible. So look now, look where I placed it. That was the pivot point, right? 58041. Look at price. Rejects right then, comes back down. Rejects at a 2009 level and comes all the way down. Please don't tell me it is not possible. Of course it is. You just need to go and look at your pivot points. Does that make sense? So to track that back to 2009, can you see why we needed to go up with the higher time frames? It would not have made sense to go back all the way. It's just too much. Does it make sense, that chart? Is everybody clear? But can you see that it is valid? It rejected right there and we pushed all the way down. Please, guys, it is possible. It is possible, all right? If someone asks you how far back should you go, it's 2022. We just tracked the level in 2009. Is everybody clear? How far back do I go, Ash? You go back as far as the level supports. Is everybody with me? You go back as far as you need to find that point. If there is no point there, there's no point there. There's no need in searching if there isn't a point. We found the point on the weekly time frame, 2009. It is valid. You saw the reject there. All right, let's go to GBP USD. This one is pushed down, rejected at 1.14934. Look at the pivot point there. Can you see the zone just above? It's not gone above it. It's not gone above it. So even if you go to a daily frame, it's what I spoke to you about earlier on, right there. Reject 1.14934. And we're rejecting now. So, which means this area here, 110. That's the next zone. If you go to an hour frame, you can see it right there. Look at that. Can you guys see it? In here. Are you clear there, guys? Right there. So from a daily perspective, we could either bounce from there or go right in there. We could bounce from there or go in there. Guys, these pivot points are very, very important. Where did price react? That was a resistance. You see the resistance there? We pushed up. These points are very important. Let's move, guys. Euro USD. Wait, hold on. Gold first. Let's just go to gold. Sorry. Gold, we've been tracking. It pushed down significantly to our level there. We had about 1612. Anya, am I correct? I think it was 1612. It was 1612, right? Yes, I think we pushed, look at that. We pushed down. We went to about 1615, very close, very close. So we were not off and then pushed back up again to this area here. Let me just take the calculator off. Hold on. Guys, what's important about this one is the following. Can you guys see where it stopped there? Let's see if we can find the point. Let's see if we can find the point. Let's see if we can find the point. Look at that. Let's see if we can find the point. There we go. Even here, that area there. Can you see the zone here? It's actually this one here. Hold on. Look at that. Look at that. Are you guys with me here, ladies and gentlemen? I'm pausing here for 40 seconds. Are you guys with me here? Look at this. This is a pivot point. When you go back, I got to pause here because, guys, I hope you're catching this thing here and seeing what I'm saying to you. Look at that. This is 2021, April. Can we go back? Yes, absolutely. Right there. It's caught in 2021's range. April 2021. Is it possible? Absolutely. Guys, this is important points, important pivot points. That's a resistance. Now look at this area, 1688. Look where it's lining up to, right there. Do you see that, everybody? So if you switch to an hour now, watch here, here's an hour. Guys, we are at the zone here. It has touched that pivot point there. So come on. Can you guys see this? Chuck, is this making sense, my friend? You're not going to, guys, look at this. If it breaks through there, can you see how we push down? We need a good signal, 105 pips here. Please go to YouTube, guys, go and do revision, put the work in. If you don't put the work in, unfortunate part is it will not make sense. Got to put the work in. Less frustration, more positivity. Less frustration, more positivity. So look at that pivot from there. If it breaks that area there, if it breaks that area, look at the 1688. 1688. If I go back, remember, we're tracking this guy here, the 1688. So if you go, let me just go to the daily first, so you can see. There we go. It's that zone there. That's September. Can you guys see the start of September? So we could push back till there. If we break this area, 1688, guess what? We go back again. Because we're going and we are descending now. We are descending. All right. If the dollar continues, to strengthen, we're seeing some movement down here. Everybody clear there, guys? A positive yes, NFP could do it. A dead body closed below 1690. All right. The bigger the body, the bigger the case. Let's move. Euro USD. Euro USD. Euro USD. Look at this fellow over here, guys. It can reject. Let me just show you. Look at this. Yes. Let me take this off so you can see how price respects these pivot points. Look at that area there. there. It just touched it, Chuck. Look at this. It just touched it. That is how price respects these areas here. It's not respecting. There's no candle here. There's a candle there. Everybody clear? Why did it not stop at the other areas, guys? Look at the zone here. You see there? Price touched the bottom of that area. Look at that there. Look how it touched there. Price comes down, respects it, comes back down, touch it, breaks it again. And when it breaks it, can you see how it goes down? Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Goes down. Are we together? So now we back at that same area. If it breaks here, guess what? We have a zone. There's actually two areas. There's one there, 97, right there. It respects it. It's teasing us. Hey, Adele, I don't see Zeph here, man. I was gonna put him on the spot again, today, and just, I don't see him. Look how price respects this area. Look at the, ladies and gentlemen, look at the respect of price. I wish more men respected women like this. Does that make sense, everybody? Look at this. Look at the respect. It touches the zone. Look at that wick there. Touches it and then moves away. All right. I'm going to just highlight this for you so you can see it. That zone. It's all these areas in between, my good people. All these areas are respected. So when I come to you and I say, guys, look for your points where price reacts, the start of a month, the start of a day, the start of a weekly time frame. Guys, I'm telling you. All right. Exactly, Angel. Chuck, the pending orders work if you keep your eye on it, though. You got to keep your eye on those. You know what I'm saying? A pending order, if you don't keep your eye on it, you won't be able to exit in time. Look at that respect there. Let's go to USD JPY. Oh, sorry. All right. Look at this one here. We're looking for a stronger dollar. 148. That is still our zone. We spoke about this last week. Look at this. But we still at the resistance. Look at this. We have two areas. Get out there or get out there. We still at the resistance. But what is the problem here? It is not breaking above. Look at this. Can you see this area there? That high. We need to break the high. It's rejecting there. If we break the high, that's a different story. Do you see that, everyone? So the respect is powerful. You don't pin. Look at this. Look how it's rejecting there. It's a very, look at that, rejection. It's a very strong zone. So we need the break above that specific area there. If you go to the hour frame, look at that big rejection there. This rejection. You see that? So we need it to come. We need a stronger body. Daily will work. Dailies work. But guys, dailies are powerful signals. Dailies are powerful signals. All right. CAD JPY. This is exactly why I said to you, be careful here. You out. It's coming again beneath the emergency exit. Once again, look at that. Respecting that area there. My word. This is incredible stuff. Mark, this is incredible stuff. The fact that price is so respectful towards these zones. I mean, if you track back this USD JPY, let's see if there's a zone. Look at this. Look at that area there. You see that there? Look at this. That is a zone. Right there. 106. And if you go back, guys, Look at this. Mark, look at this. Guys, I get excited for stuff like this. When I see price, how can I say this? Acting in accordance with its patterns. This excites me. Don't you guys get excited when you have a partner and you've always wanted your partner to make, a cup of ginger and lemon tea when she gets home, gentlemen? And when she starts doing that by herself, don't you just, there's a smile in your soul to say, yes, man, my training has helped. I don't even need to say the word no more. I don't need to ask her. Does that make sense? I don't need to do any of that. She just knows when she gets home, my love is getting a beautiful cup of ginger and lemon tea. It's a brilliant thing to have. So that excites me. I don't know if it excites you guys. That should excite. So when I see Price doing this, that's exciting, man. Are we together? Because the patterns and the way you are analyzing is adding up. Can I say that again? When you are seeing the patterns and you are seeing that price is adding up, the movement is adding up, man, it's hold on. Funny, true. You got me there, Chuck. There's a statement that will get many guys in trouble. Please give us the statement there, Chuck. I want to know the statement. Beer and slippers at the door. I don't know about the beer, man. I prefer the I prefer the ginger and lemon tea, Check Shira. Zep is not here today, Shira, so she's going to be on your case, So look at this. Emergency exit now. Spot on. We're coming back down. If we get a daily candle close beneath here, isn't that just beautiful? Look at this. Right down again beneath the emergency exit. That is a correction. Look at that correction right there. Oh, I love it. All right. Oh, training. No, but you have to train your partner, isn't it so? Ladies, you have to train your partner. It's training that takes place, isn't it so? Training the man, pick up your socks and all that jazz, Don't leave everything there, blah, blah, blah. It's training. Everyone needs training. Angel, what is the emergency exit? Emergency exit is a 24-hour window, Angel. It's a 24-hour window for you to get out of that specific trade. You don't have a stop loss in place, but at midnight, if a daily candle closes above, you need to exit because that's a sign price could go up further. So you incur the loss, yes, but then you're waiting for price to come and dip once again below that same area. And it's happening now, which is brilliant. All right. Put the seat down. Yes. There we go. Especially if you have daughters. Hey, they watch. Chuck. I'm going to put Adele on you there. Be careful. Be careful. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I want to move and look at AUD Swiss franc. I'm really looking for a short on the AUD Swiss franc. Disappointing that it pushed up and hopefully now it will begin to push down. Fortunately. I've got two ladies. And I've got two sisters, my word. Well, they don't live with me, but I have to be mindful, yeah? I have to be mindful. AUD Swiss franc. Guys, I'm looking for a short here. I'm looking for a short. I'm very disappointed in this one because I did enter. Are we together? And can you see this area here? There. That was my emergency exit. Chuck, I had to exit. Do you see that? But look, it's come back down again. Please write this down for me, guys. Please write this down for me. If you're looking, the next area here that I'm looking for. Hold on, I'll tell you now. 6229 62260. But what we need is, I need this area here to be violated. And you can use a 4-hour time frame for that as well if you'd like, to take it down from there to that zone. That's about 92 pips there. So we need 63174. You can see the price respected it. We need this area to be broken here. Let me just put my, look at that. We need that area to be broken, that candle there. All right, we need that candle to be broken. There is no other candle that is strong enough to keep it there. Do you guys remember some time ago, Mark, I don't know if you remember, I said sometimes you'll find price, it puts itself into a ceiling like a chandelier. Chuck, I'm not sure if you remember, like a chandelier. So it hits the resistance, right? So it will hit a resistance as an example like that, put itself in there, pivot itself in like a chandelier. Sometimes it will pivot itself like an anchor into the support and stay there. So what you need price. Remember, this support now becomes where price lifts itself up. Can I say that again? That candle there becomes like a support where price lifts itself up, same like a table. Are we together, guys? So if you're sitting at a table and you don't use your feet only, you can use your hands, right? Are we together? Your arms, and you push yourself up. The same with price. It uses a support like that, pushes itself up. So we need price to come and break below that area there before we engage. Because if you engage now, are we together? And price bounces again and goes up, you're in trouble. Does that make sense? Everybody clear there? Now I want you to notice something here. Mark, look at that. Man, this is exciting. Look at that. That area there. Price went and look at the respect. Look at the respect. Everybody clear? Look at the respect. And right now, look at that zone. Look at all of those wicks there. Those wicks are there, rejecting at that area. Please go back and watch this YouTube channel, YouTube session again. My word, this right here, this is gold stuff. Everybody with me? This is going to help you plan your trades better. Mpo, it's going to help you plan your trades better. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Everybody clear? I can see this clearly with the DJ today as well. There we go. So do not forget these pivot points. Price respects them. Just go to Quick Trade there, Angel, Quick Trade. Type in Quick Trade in YouTube and then the videos, and you'll see today's session. It's being streamed. All right, can I move on? Is everybody clear? Can I move on, guys? This is my first session back. I'm here with you for 5 days. This is the first day. Great reminders this morning, beautiful reminders this morning. All right, let's go to CAD CHF, CAD CHF, CAD CHF. I'm going to start over on this one here so we can see. Ash, where are you starting? I'm starting off with this cluster here, monthly, weekly, daily. Can you guys see this? When I look at the overall momentum, watch. Look at that candle there. Right? Look at this candle here. There. Just watch what I'm doing. I'm trying to show you how where price is moving. Price is in between these areas here. This is accumulation. How is price moving? We're accumulating inside the zone here. What is the closest area here? It's that area there. Can you guys see it? That high, 73. That's the high of that candle there, which is found in that zone there, connected to this one here. So this one, that one is all connected. 1, 2, 3. The others, that one is on top. This one is on top. So we're not using those two there. You know what Teresa said to me yesterday, Chuck? She loves the scientific way of analysis because she's a scientist. So she likes the detail here. She likes the detail. It's not just about saying let's buy at this level. No, I'm explaining to you why this area is more attractive. So let's go back. These guys here, these guys add up. This one here, that one is together. That one is together. Can you see that? They are higher than that one, and that one there. Is everybody clear? So our relevance is found, hold on. Our relevance is in this block. Our relevance is in this block. Our relevance is in this block here, which is connected to this sucker right over here. Not that one, not this one, not that one. Are we together? Not this one, because we already passed. Look at that. We already passed the entire low there. Does that make sense, everyone? We've already pushed up from. Is everybody clear? We've already pushed up from that area there. All right, so if I put this area here, look at that. Look at the respect. Look at the respect. There, there. Everybody clear? All right. She can relate to it. I'm sure other people can too, isn't it so? Because guys, don't you get tired when someone just says buy here, but you don't know why? Gets, you know, sell here. Why? Use that level. Why? You got to ask the question. So 1, 2, 3 is together. Not that one, not this one. We've already come up from that support. So guys, the latest candle or the latest high before we see a major retracement, if we push up, will be there. 85. That's very far from now. We will not be using that. That is not for us. Does that make sense? Because we still need to break through all of this here. All of that area is there. We need to break through that first before we go to 85. Are you clear? It's relevant because you can see where this line is here, 73939. It goes through. That's the start there. 1, there, and there. Look where that horizontal line is pushing through. These ones are above the line. 1, 2, and 3. These are together like a thread. That's not in the thread. It's not in the thread. This is, yeah, this is very high. This won't be relevant. That high won't be relevant, or at least the open. That's not going to be relevant. Look at the 85 and the 73. And if you look at the pips from there to there, that's 1,164. You're not going to wait for that trade. All right. But it's all in, you see, Chuck, see, there's a challenge with that specific statement because the how and the why is like a thread. If you know why, you'll understand the how. If you know the how, you'll understand the why. It works both ways. It's like, you know, you need to have a left hand to left and right hand to understand how you can work something together. Can you use the why by itself? Sure. Can you use the how by itself? Sure. But when you begin to put them together, then you understand the power of the entire structure. Do you see that? So the why and the how is great together. All right. Let's move on, guys. So CAD, CHF, we are looking at this zone here, 73. Now, when you drop down to a shorter time frame, now you can clearly see, look at that. That's a very nice movement from there to there. That's 184 pips. But now we got to dive in and say, okay, do we have any areas before that? Look at that area there, 72. So from there to there is 75 pips. But watch. I'm finding something here. Look at that. Do you see this? If price bounces from 71949, that becomes our first take profit. Everybody clear? That becomes our second take profit. This is for the scalpers now. Now I'm dealing with the guys that are going into the actual detail, not doing overall. So if it bounces 719, now I got to go in even more. Look at that. Now I got to go in even further. Look at the 15-minute now. This still becomes TP1, but we need a bounce here. So we need price to push down further, come down, formulate. Anya, resistance, remember? Cycle 1, boom. When we get cycle 1, it's fine. Okay, so all right, so we're looking for us to enter so we can go into cycle 2. But we need price to come and form here first. Does it make sense? Sometimes what price will do, guys, please remember, price is versatile. It can start here, right there. Are we together? It can even do this. All right, resistance, cycle 1 there as well. It can happen. All right, everybody, this is so important. But remember, this is now where we're trying to get out. If we see the relevant setup happen from that zone. All right, remember, what is another way here, ladies and gentlemen? Look at this. What is another way? Remember the symmetrical triangle. Remember the symmetrical triangle, guys. It's touching there. Look at that. Can you guys see that? So where are we currently? This is the apex right there. Southern hemisphere there. We are beneath. I'm making this yellow so you can see. We are currently in the southern hemisphere. That tells us that there are more what? Sellers. Does that make sense? There's more sellers in the market. We are in the southern hemisphere, which is over here. That's the southern hemisphere. Ash, what do you mean by that? That area. All right. Green is for northern, more buyers. Is everybody with me there? So there's green, more buyers, red, more sellers. We are more bearish at this moment in time. That area is going to be key. So if price does this, look at this. Price can still do this. Up, look at this. Up again, and do that. Price can do that. Does it make sense? And when price does it, it can come down. It can come down like this and then push up again. Guys, it's so possible. This is going to be a key area for us to watch. All right. So now let me give you some more detail here. If we push down and we cross the finish line, we do this price and cross it like that, there's a very big chance we could go further down. Does that make sense, everyone? Which means this is no longer valid. Which means this area here is valid. Look at the pivot point there. Look at the pivot point here. Can you guys see that? Nyashe, does it make sense? Chuck, Adele, Shira, Mpo, does it make sense? These are such important things. And if you look at it from there to there, it's only 46.3, it's only 47 pips. It's only 47 pips on a shorter time frame. Shorter. We're not dealing with them. This is for the guys that are going in and out. All right. Can I please answer a question that some guys might have? You'll see some guys say buy on, the 1 hour, buy on the 15 minutes. This is what they are doing. Is everybody clear? This is what they're doing. They're analyzing it in this manner to get a shorter signal, shorter time frame signal to get in and get out from there to there, 46 pips. That's it. Then they're out. But then they put a lot of money. And I always mention that. I reiterate and I keep repeating it. Why do I repeat it? Because, guys, the more I repeat it to you, you're going to start seeing it yourself. Is everybody clear? Can I please make a very radical statement or comment? If a man keeps hurting his wife or his lady over and over and over, the picture is clear. This man has issues. Are we together? And if there is no change, it's clear. Boot the guy. The same here. You keep seeing these levels. You keep seeing these patterns. I keep pointing them out to you every single time. You're going to start seeing the true colors. Does that make sense? You're going to start seeing the true colors. You're going to start seeing, okay, this pivot point, it's now been voided. It's moving to the next one. Does that make sense? So you've got to keep seeing it over and over and over. It's just, guys, don't ask me why we've been blessed in that way. We just are as humans. Does it make sense? For us, repetition makes sense. It makes sense to our brains. It makes sense to our mind. A professor is not a professor because he saw his material once. He or she has a PhD because they've been doing that thing for many years and they've written their own views on it because they've studied it extensively and repetitively. Is everybody with me? Therefore, they can defend that specific case. It's the same with what I'm showing you. I've seen this thing over and over and over, and that's why I can defend this thing and say and explain it and say, this is how, this is, look at this, look at that. It's because I've seen over and over the study. Remember, it doesn't have to take you 20 years to do this. Does it make sense? If you, for 1 year, all right, saturate yourself, immerse yourself in this thing, 100%. Doesn't have to take you 20 years. Doesn't have to. Doesn't have to take you 6, 7 years. Does it make sense? People are just busy. They have other things to do. And that sometimes gets in the way, all right, of getting it soon. Is everybody clear? I will, Anya. Is everybody clear with this, guys? So even from a daily perspective here, guys, you can clearly see that if we push down and we close beneath that area, this would be the next support on a momentum frame now, not shorter time frame. This will be the momentum. So that will be different. Look at this, that area there. If I go back to the hour as an example, hold on for me. No, it was on the 15. Apologies. Can you guys see the zone here? There's another area there. There's two. There's one there. There's another one here. Can you guys see this zone here? So I take my rectangle and I put that in place. Look at the daily. Now it's right at that support, not at that area. That was the open. That's the wick. Can you see that? So the shorter time frames reveals that there's a little bit more space from there to there. It's only 16 pips, 14, 15 pips, but that's the wick. You're getting out earlier. You're getting out at the open, right there. Is that clear? So please, guys, do some homework on this. I want you guys to check this out. I want you guys to go over this because as we analyze every day, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to follow if you not understand these kind of stuff. All right, guys? If I say to you, we're going to exit there, we're going to enter here, then if you don't follow it, you don't look at it, you won't understand why. That can cause frustration. That's the last thing we want. All right? Stage 15, load shedding. Enjoy it. It's happening today, isn't it? Stage 15. Enjoy it. Make sure everything is charged up. And then obviously tomorrow morning, guys, I'm with you once again at 9:30. There'll be some more reminders. I'll be talking about ranges tomorrow. I've been reminding you about a couple of ranges. Are we together? How to get good ranges, how to draw them. And we'll be accommodating momentum traders. We'll be accommodating hourly traders. We'll be accommodating minute traders. All right? Guys, blowing out your candles. Absolutely, man. They'll come to the house. They'll come to the house. All right. So I'll see you guys at 9:30. Please be safe. Yeah, the tea will be good, man. Not the letter part, you know. Yeah, the tea, not the one there for Shira. All right, have a good one. Ciao, ciao, everyone.